Right, this is my UFC GOAT list. I'm going to go from flyweight up to heavyweight and finish off with my current pound for pound rankings. Let's start with flyweight. Easy one. Demetrius Johnson. Clearly the flyweight GOAT. Pantoja is a close second, but 11 consecutive title defenses, that's just too good, in my opinion. I do think it is very close between Pantoja and DJ, but it's Demetrius Johnson's dominance, that wins it for me. So flyweight, Demetrius Johnson, the GOAT. Not too much to talk about flyweight, it's a pretty dead division to be honest with you, but right. Bantamweight. A lot of people aren't going to like this one, but it's Merab Dvalishvili. A lot of people would say Aljo or Dominic Cruz, but the wins this man has just they take it for me. Marlon Moraes, Umar Nurmagomedov, Jose Aldo, Peter Yan, Sean O'Malley, Henry Cejudo, and it's just pure dominance in every fight. Aljo does have the most title defenses, but the way he won the belt, his split decisions, his win over one-armed TJ Dillashaw, I don't think it's that good. I think second would probably be Dominic Cruz, but yet again, he didn't fight the greatest fighters. Best win was a split decision over TJ. But man, Merab has been on a streak lately. I know he only has 2 title wins, but that last win just solidified him as the bantamweight GOAT for me. 12 fight win streak, most takedowns in UFC history as well, just beating GSP. Crazy, phenomenal fighter. For me, he's the bantamweight GOAT. Right, another controversial one. Featherweight, Ilia Topuria. A lot of people will put, either Jose Aldo or Volkanovski or Max Holloway. Probably Volkanovski. I think it's the second greatest. But man, the streak this man has been on, KOing back-to-back KOs as well over Max Holloway and Volkanovski. Who have we seen do that to Max Holloway? Nobody. I know Volk did lose a few months before his fight with Topuria, but I still think, that's his only loss at featherweight. Only loss. Man. Undefeated as well. He can do everything as well. This man's phenomenal on the ground. He's phenomenal in the standing. I think, and he's undefeated. But yeah, man, I think Topuria is the featherweight GOAT. I think Volkanovski is a very close second, and Max Holloway is the third. But then, his last 2 wins just, solidified it for me. The featherweight GOAT, Ilia Topuria. Hope he goes up to lightweight, see if he can become double champ, but you never know. I think he's going to have another title defense before that. Right. Lightweight GOAT. This is the clearest one out of any. It is Islam Makhachev. Yeah, I know some people would say Khabib, but Khabib ain't as good as Islam, let's be real. Most title defenses in lightweight history. In my opinion, one of the best records in lightweight history. He's a submission artist. Wins over Volkanovski twice. I know the first one was a iffy one, but it still counts as a win. Charles Oliveira submits Charles Oliveira. Crazy. Nobody's done that to Charles at lightweight. Dustin Poirier, Armin Sarukian. I know it was a short notice fight, but still. Hanato Moicano as well. Dan Hooker. This man is just amazing. I don't really like him because he's beating my best fighters. I won't lie, I am biased, but you just gotta recognize him as the lightweight GOAT. Yeah. Alright. Next one, welterweight. GSP. 1 second. Right, sorry. GSP. The welterweight GOAT. 9 consecutive title defenses. You know, he did go on to become double champ, but I'm talking specifically about welterweight. You know, Johnny Hendricks, BJ Penn twice, Nick Diaz, Matt Hughes twice, Matt Serra, Carlos Condit, Josh Koscheck twice, Jake Shields, Dan Hardy. I mean, the names this man has on his record is crazy. Yeah, I think close second would be Kamaru Usman. But half of Kamaru's title defenses were Jorge Masvidal and Kobe Covington. But yeah, I think GSP is the clear welterweight GOAT. Very dominant champ, one of the most dominant champs in history. I know Johnny Hendricks' fight was a bit iffy, but yeah, man, this man was unbelievable. Middleweight. This is another controversial one. Israel Adesanya. A lot of people would put Anderson Silva. A lot of people. But man, that losing streak, I can't overlook it. I know Adesanya's had a couple of losses lately, but people forget about his prime. You know, I mean, look at his record as well. Alex Pereira, Derek Brunson, Marvin Vettori twice, Paulo Costa, Yoel Romero. The Romero fight was a weird one, I won't lie, but it still counts as a win. Robert Whittaker twice. Again, the Robert Whittaker fight. The second one was close, iffy split decision, but still counts. Jared Cannonier, Kelvin Gastelum, and Anderson Silva. A washed up Anderson, I'll admit that, but and people forget he's the only middleweight champ to reclaim the belt. Nobody has done that. Not Anderson, you know. Nobody has reclaimed that belt. I know he didn't have a second title reign. He lost it to Sean Strickland in his first title defense, but still, you know, 5 title defenses, 7 title wins, phenomenal fighter. And I don't even like Adesanya. I'm not an Alex Pereira fan. I hate Adesanya, but you just gotta recognize him as the middleweight GOAT. Light heavyweight, John Jones. You know, phenomenal fighter. I mean, he's the pound for pound GOAT. You know, greatest of all time. Undefeated. Technically, he's not, but it's pretty clear he is. You know, it was a disqualification. Which would actually be legal now. 11 title defenses at light heavyweight. Sorry. I know he went up to heavyweight, but talking specifically about light heavyweight. I mean, look at the record. Look at this record. Daniel Cormier, Gustafsson, his wife. No, I'm joking. Rampage Jackson, Shogun Rua, Glover Teixeira, Lyoto Machida, Chael Sonnen, Dominic Reyes. I'll admit the Dominic Reyes fight was an iffy one. So was the Thiago Santos. That was a close one as well. But it still counts, you know. It's another title defense for him. Yeah, and who would I put as a close second for the light heavyweight GOAT? You know, probably Chuck Liddell. Maybe it's Alex Pereira. He's been in a streak lately, you know, knocking everybody out. But if Alex Pereira wins that, his next fight, he could be. Yeah. Heavyweight. Stipe Miocic. I mean, you could say Francis Ngannou. You could say Cain Velasquez. You could say a lot, but Stipe stands out the most to me. I know he's had some bad losses to John Jones, and then before that, a brutal KO to Francis Ngannou. But I mean, look at this. Look at his record. Ryan Nelson, Mark Hunt, Andrei Arlovsky, Fabricio Verdum, Overeem, JDS, Ngannou. People forget he beat Ngannou, and he dominantly beat Ngannou in their first fight. Right, sorry about that. Brother needed toilet roll. Right, anyways. Where was I? Stipe Miocic. The heavyweight GOAT, yeah, you know. Not much to say, really. His record speaks for itself. You know, 6 title wins. I think it's the most title defenses in heavyweight history. An absolute knockout artist in his prime. Phenomenal fighter. Shame the way his career ended, but yeah, to me, he's the heavyweight GOAT. This is my current pound for pound rankings. Number 1, clearly we got Islam Makhachev. The streak this man's been on, yeah, like I said earlier, probably the best record in lightweight history. Most title defenses, beating everybody dominantly, finishing everybody. I think he's a clear number one. Right, my pound for pound rankings, current pound for pound rankings. Number two, Islam Makhachev. Sorry, Alex Pereira. A lot of people would have John Jones. You could have Tapuria or Pantoja, but the streak this man's been on, knocking everybody out, left, right, and centre. You know, you cannot stand with this man. He KOs you. Best striker in the world right now, in the UFC right now. Yeah, it's clear as day. Second, number three. A lot of people would have John Jones right here. A lot of people. I think that's where he is in the current rankings. But I think it's Tapuria. I mean, look at this. He could have been fighter of the year. I know Pereira got it, but he could have been fighter of the year. Back-to-back KOs over Volkanovski and Max Holloway. Another phenomenal fighter. Amazing record. I mean, them two wins just. I know he doesn't have the outside the Volkanovski and Holloway win. He doesn't have the best record. But them two wins are so good that it makes his record amazing. Yeah, he's number three for me. Number four, Pantoja. Probably the most underrated fighter in the world. I mean, people forget about. I know the flyweight division is pretty dead, and people forget about it. But he's been on a dominant streak. He's been whooping everybody. I know he's had some iffy decisions. He has, but you can't ignore the work this man's put in. 3 title defenses currently. Probably he's gonna go on for a good few more. Yeah, I mean, number 4 for me. And Marab, finally at number 5. I don't even think he's in number 5. He's in the top 6 on the current UFC rankings. I think he's like number 8 or something, which is crazy to me. I mean, after his last win, that secured him. For me, that secured him as the bantamweight GOAT. Currently, I don't think he's got a better record or title rating than any of these other fighters, but he's better than John Jones, in my opinion. Who's John Jones beat? Cyril Gane. I mean, he probably took a dive in that fight, to be honest. Tapped straight away. Didn't even look like choke with him, to be honest with you. And then he's beat an old pensioner in Stipe Miocic. Yeah, I'd have Tom Aspinall ahead of John Jones, to be honest with you. But number 5, anyways. Let me talk about Rob. His record is phenomenal. Honestly, it might be the best record in bantamweight history. He's just battered Sean O'Malley, and then he's just embarrassed Umar Nurmagomedov. That's crazy. Umar was undefeated. I think he's Khabib's cousin as well. And Marab was taking him down willingly towards the end of the fight, outpaced him, just demolished him. Early in the beginning of the fight, it was a bit close, but towards the end, Marab was clearly winning the fight. But yeah, that's my current pound for pound rankings and my GOAT list. Yeah, hope you enjoyed.